Today is a beautiful fall day. You know, we make that transition from summer into fall. But what it reminds me of today as I'm contemplating and just taking a beautiful walk in a cemetery. And I normally do that for perspective. It reminds me of the transition in your life from summer to fall. And how one should be preparing for their winter. Winter is your golden years. And some people say silver years. I guess it's up to interpretation. Golden years is supposed to be where you get to do you. 100% just doing yourself. Do what you want to do. You've paved the way, you've saved, you've secured yourself financially. You've established some level of security to allow you to travel, see the world, pick up those hobbies, learn new hobbies, and really get to know yourself or reintroduce yourself to yourself or even reinvent yourself. But it's also a time when we know that winter is the last chapter of our lives. So how we prepare for it is important because it could mean the difference between a successful journey, or it could mean a very troubled and chaotic and unpredictable exit. We all know that everybody who's born, ultimately, we're going to say goodbye. That's just a given. It's no way around that. We don't know when, and we don't know how. But the time we do have is precious. And how we treat that time is ever so important. When we're in our spring years, and that's normally when we're born up until preteens, right? We're learning from our parents. We're learning from adults, teachers. We're learning good things and bad things. But hopefully the seeds to make a comfortable path, make a comfortable bed for yourself is embedded. Now, that being said, we know the struggles, once we get into the summer years. And that's when we become like, teenagers to young adults. We're partying, we're having a good time, we're doing a lot. And we're at our strongest. We're invincible. But what should we really be doing in those times? And this is to the young people. This is the time you want to really fight hard to secure a foundation for yourself. This is the time to fight and make sure you have established, or you are establishing yourself financially for the future. And if you could do that sooner than later, then you can really get to enjoy your life. I know when we're young, we want to enjoy our lives. We want to run, we want to run, and sometimes we don't take care of our bodies. Sometimes we do all kinds of things. The problem with that is, as you get into your fall years, and your fall years are pretty much your late 30s, 40s, 50s, that's the damage that you've done is going to be amplified. The damage that you've done relationship-wise is going to be amplified. The damage you've done financially to yourself is going to be amplified. Now's the time in your summer years to take care of yourself. And not just take care of yourself, but really eat right, exercise. Don't tear yourself up, because you have to preserve yourself. Remember, some people might live to be 100 years old, maybe older. Some people might live to be 50. So I'm not saying that you should work hard without end and not get to really enjoy your life a little bit. Yeah, you need to do that. You need to have a little bit of enjoyment, but you have to define what translates to enjoyment. You have to define, what type of enjoyment is going to contribute to your fall and to your winter. I can tell you this, being in my 50s myself, that I don't smoke and I don't drink. As a matter of fact, I take care of myself. I really try. And there are times when I let myself go. I'm not gonna, act like I've always been in the super best of health, but I've always been in good health. I run, but I'm careful about my joints. I'm careful about my heart. I'm careful about my lungs, because I know I'm in my fall year. I'm in that season. And I want to make sure that when I get to my winter years, which is just around the corner, that I feel physically good, mentally good. I'm in a financially good place. I've built up my moral character. I've established good relationship with good people. I've exited and ended bad relationships with people that really don't have your best interests at heart. So there's a lot of maneuvering and a lot of preparing and laying a foundation for your winter years. That being said, sometimes you can prepare and it just doesn't work out. For one reason or another, for unforeseen events, it may not work out. But at least you've done your best to do so. So whenever possible, put the right type of foods into your body. I'm not saying you can't have some junk food every once in a while. I eat some junk food every once in a while. But put the right foods into your body. Take care of your hair. Take care of your eyes. Take care of your skin. Take care of your joints. Move. Get up and move. Motivate yourself. Don't park yourself in front of a computer for hours and hours and hours a day without spending an equal amount of time moving around and exercising your joints and your muscles. I say this to a lot of weightlifters because I did that for a little bit in my summer years. You have to be careful because you tear ligaments and joints and put unnecessary pressure on your body that will be amplified as you get older. So I'm glad that I gave it up in my late 20s, early 30s. I just stopped because I knew I had to preserve myself. And being in my late 50s, I feel pretty fit. I feel energized. I feel mentally aware and mentally fit because I do exercise my mind and I exercise my brain as well as exercising my body. I wish I felt that our seniors were being more taken care of, that they were more protected, but the system that we currently live in is not designed for them, and they're throwaways, and that's unfortunately because they've laid the foundation for many of us today, as we are laying the foundation for other younger folk. Take care when you see a senior person. Not all seniors are not all created equal. Let's put it out there. There are some that still think they're in their 30s and just not in a good moral and spiritual or physical place. But whenever I see seniors and I feel like they're in a good spiritual, a good moral place, at least for my standards, I'm gonna help out. I'm gonna extend myself. Now I'm going to extend myself within reason, because you can overexert yourself and you can overextend yourself. And the life force you have to preserve a good 70 to 80% for yourself. Unfortunately, that's not the case, because we wind up dedicating probably 70 or 80% to our work, to family, to relationships, to situations. And when you're not taking care of you, then nothing is really being taken care of. You're just going through the motions. But when you take care of yourself, you'll find that anything you touch is pretty much in a good, substantial place, right? So that being said, I was just having that thought as I was contemplating walking through West Memorial Cemetery, West Laurel Hill Memorial Cemetery. Take care of your fall. Honestly, take care of your spring, summer, fall, so that you can have an excellent winter, because again, we all are gonna have a winter. And when winter is over, that's it. Chapter closed. So take care of your 4 seasons. Really. Okay? That being said, this is Terry, your life coach. Keep one eye open.